Joining us now, former ambassador to both Israel and Lebanon, Richard Jones. Ambassador, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Like I mentioned,
this is exciting news.
It's huge news, and you know this better than any of us. Hezbollah just confirmed in the last few minutes the death of Nasrallah. Can you put into context how much of a game changer this is when it comes to the Middle East, and what happens next now, sir?
Well, I think the first is what happens with Hezbollah. Hezbollah is an organization. There are always people that can move up, but it would be extremely difficult for Hezbollah to replace Nasrallah. He's been their leader for approximately 30 years, and he's the face of Hezbollah. He was revered as a cleric, but it was also obviously a pretty good strategist. He's the one that quarterbacked the rise of Hezbollah as an organization and so on. I don't see his replacement being anybody with nearly the same stature, particularly since the killing apparently included a gathering of leaders of Hezbollah. So it's not just Nasrallah, but how many other senior officials died in that one strike. And there are other strikes earlier. So sure. Hezbollah, it will have a hard time recovering. But the real question is now is, what does Iran do? Iran has counted on its surrogates to keep Israel occupied, so to speak. Will Iran now step up? Will there be assassinations, not only attempts in Israel, but around the region and maybe even around the world? This could be a very it could go either way. I really have a hard time assessing because.
So even with your experience,
the Iranian psychology on this.
Even with your experience, you think it could go both ways right now?
Yeah, I do.
Ambassador, there's a growing possibility of a ground invasion by Israeli forces in Lebanon. As a former ambassador to Lebanon, is that what it takes to draw the country into the war?
Well, the problem in Lebanon is that you're not really fighting the government. It knows it has match for government tends to put their hands and say you should against the Israeli forces. And so these engagements have been with Hezbollah or other terror groups. So the government is pretty good at standing aside and saying, well, we can't do anything about it. They go on as usual. They've survived for hundreds, if not thousands of years by doing this.
Ambassador, a three-week ceasefire proposal between Lebanon and Israel is now being pushed by the U.S. and other American allies. Netanyahu has vehemently rejected the deal. What concessions are needed on both sides to make a solution viable?
Well, I mean, it is important to stop the violence. Obviously, many innocent people are being killed on both sides. So you've got to stop the violence. But I don't think either side is going to agree to stop the violence in a vacuum, because they just say, well, they're just going to rearm. They're going to continue building up logistics and planning and so on. So I think you have to conduct the negotiations while the violence is going on, like it or not. That's what we did in 2006. And it took many trips back and forth to Beirut, and Secretary Rice came many times to Israel, but we were able to do it. This is a different situation. There are different leaders in Israel, obviously. So, I mean, the main thing is the Hamas and Hezbollah have to stop their actions, and then I think the Israelis it'll be easier to force the Israelis to stop theirs, because Israel sees this, I believe, as an opportunity to strike mortal blows against enemies that have bedeviled them for some time. Mm-hmm. Remember, Nasrallah was not the first leader killed. The first leader killed was Ismail Haniyeh from Hamas. So they've got the top two leaders of those groups.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.